Hello, my lovely angels. I hope you guys are looking forward to this week's readings. I will dive into it, but before I do, I just want to say that as much as tarot is such an amazing and incredible tool to find guidance, to find clarity, to help us sometimes when we feel a bit lost or low, the most amazing thing that we can do for ourselves is actually connecting with ourselves. So I luckily have an incredible partnership with a lovely meditation apps that I think that you guys will be interested in. So if you are, Aura is an incredible app that has everything in it, from meditations to sleep sounds to therapy, even coaching sounds on there, audios on there that can really help you. Breath work, hypnosis, there is so many things on there, affirmations, I could carry on, ASMR, everything. There's so much variety on there of anything that you could potentially need. So I do just want to give it a lovely shout out. It's something that I love to use and found great benefit in. So it's been on this channel for a while. I do shout them out every now and again because I do really genuinely believe that it's beneficial. So if you do want to tap in, if you do want to try the app out, I do have a lovely 7-day free trial for you guys to use if you just click the link down below. And if you do want to carry on with the app, which I guarantee most of you will after you try it out, you do also get 25% off the membership as well. So give it a go. 7-day free trial, nothing to lose there. And if it benefits you, then you also get a lovely discount as well. So, and let me know if you enjoy it, because I love it. I use it all the time whenever I sit down and meditate. So I definitely feel like it will help you guys out as well. So if you need it, there it is. I will jump straight into the readings now. So let's go over to your message. Hello, Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This will be for the week of the 22nd to the 28th, right? Yeah, 28th of July. Like, for a minute, I doubted myself. But anyway, let's dive into a reading. By the way, guys, this is the last time you're going to see this setup. So life is changing. We're moving. So I wonder what it will look like after this. But let's see for you guys. Sagittarius. Okay, we've had this for a while. I feel like you've had the leg up card for a little bit now. So when this card comes up in a reading, it means that this week you might be needing to rely on others for some help and support, whether it be other people's advice, whether it be needing to, go to somebody else for some help, okay, to let them guide you, to ask for their opinion, to let them do something for you. It's about no longer having to do everything on your own. It's about allowing yourself to depend on others at this time. If it's not actually the people around you, okay, it could very well just be the universe here, needing to rely on this mother bear, the universe, another person, in order for them to show you where you need to go. Okay, you then have message in a bottle, which tells me that you guys are going to be seeing a lot more signs and synchronicities, and I'm hearing sense of direction. Like, I can't help but look at the fact that this bird here has that like a telescope thing, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what this specific one is called, but it's something that you use to look out into the distance. So it does feel like you're getting clarity and a sense of direction. Maybe that's what the message is. Somebody's going to be contacting you, or again, signs from the universe will be showing you the way that you need to go. I really feel like that's what it's telling me. But let's dive in and look a little bit more. All right, let's see. For Sagittarius this week, please. The first chakra, which is the base chakra. Oh, you have a lot of chakras coming through. You also have the second, so the first and the second chakras. This is to do with your identity, what you believe you are deserving of, who you believe that you are, your identity, your foundation. The chakra is very important for, again, how you identify, the way that you see yourself, and therefore how you show up in the world. So something about that could be changing. You also have the second chakra, which is all to do with your desires, your feelings. So if you've been feeling blocked here, I feel like this is what you're not fixing, because you're not broken, Sagittarius, but it definitely is something that you're healing. You could have dealt with a lot of imposter syndrome or identity issues, not really knowing who you are and what you want. You're definitely dealing with the lower chakras, which is your core, your foundation, because this is on the bottom of the deck of this card. Okay, so rest and rejuvenation. And maybe that's why you're having to allow yourself to take a little bit of a rest, or allow someone else to take the lead, allow someone else to do the work, because something about this is really feeling like you need to heal something within you. Let's carry on though. For my lovely Sagittarians, please, Spirit. Rejection and bittersweet. Interesting. Because it came up with rejection as well, I'm going to read them as if they were coming up together in your life, but these can be separate messages though, okay? So rejection coming through is really asking for you to not focus so much on other people's opinions of yourself. If it's constructive criticism, then allow yourself to be open to it. Sometimes it can hurt our ego a little bit at times, but maybe that's why bittersweet is here. Because it's bitter, something is bitter, okay? But at the same time, there is something about it that is the opposite. We have a little bit of opposition going on here. So maybe there is some rejection, but then it tells you something that you should actually maybe work on. And now you're going to have more opportunities. There is this element here that although something difficult may have happened, that there is something positive that we can bring out of this situation, okay? And it might be in the form of some sort of rejection, but again, let's work on it. Let's not see that as the end of something. It's not. Maybe I think we should never really put our self-worth on the opinions of others, but at times if someone has something to say that actually could be helpful towards your personal growth or your success, then let's not have too much pride that we don't really look at it, because sometimes it can be helpful, okay? But if it's coming from a nasty, malicious person, then let's not take in what they have to say. There's a phrase I used to always say on this channel, and I've not been called to say it for a while, so it's something that's quite important for you guys. Clearly, it's only really take advice from people who are where you want to be in life, who in some way inspire you. If you see that there is a person who is really good in business and they're telling you something that you should do with yours, instead of getting upset about it, oh no, I'm failing and they think I'm doing it wrong, see it as oh my God, what an opportunity to have somebody tell me something. I didn't know there was a problem there. It's good in a way. But if it's somebody who's just trying to put you down or is trying to be malicious to you, then let's not take what they have to say. Use your discernment, basically, Sagittarius, because not everyone has your best interest in mind. So it's important to make sure that we are balanced when we receive criticism. But let's see. Or any rejection, By the way, Sagittarius, can I remind you that a lot of people, okay, yeah, they're telling me, sorry, that they're interrupting me to tell you, if people aren't giving you, let's say, for example, you did an interview or you put your CV out there and it got rejected, don't be afraid to ask what was wrong with it. I feel when there is rejection, they're wanting you to get some sort of constructive criticism, have an open mind. It's interesting. Anyway, there was something else I was trying to say here. Yeah, when you turn up to an interview and you get rejected, but they don't tell you why, ask why. Hello, okay, what can I ask? What can I improve on? What would be better? They're wanting you to be open to criticism is interesting. All right. Trust in the magic. We have master number 66 here, which I'll be honest, I don't really know much about master numbers. So if you do, then definitely put it down there for others in the comments. But it's asking you to trust in the magic. Let's get one more. Ooh, Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured. It's absolutely happening. And number 5 as well. I do know about 5s in numerology. That, to me, the way that I perceive number 5s is about necessary changes. So some sort of rebirth within you is absolutely necessary for you moving forward. And it's asking you to trust in the magic. There's something very positive about this transformation. It absolutely could be to do with your identity, about the way that you show up in the world and making sure that you are grounded, no longer hiding in the shadows. I've been saying this to you for a while, actually, so it makes sense that it's still an energy you guys are dealing with. It's about dealing with your right to be here, your right to have the things that you desire. Both of these chakras really do kind of come hand in hand with that. Okay, let's carry on. Let's get you some keywords. Judgment and growth. This says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And growth says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So again, like I said, open-mindedness is so important. This kind of feels like what I was saying about that rejection as well, to be honest. Making sure that you have that growth mindset. And if you want to grow, then you're not afraid of a little bit of rejection. You're not afraid of hearing what you need to improve on, because that will help you to grow. All right, let's see. One more. Oh, God, there's so many. I will just read them out to you. The first one that came up is, I love you. These are powerful words. So maybe you're hearing that somebody loves you. Okay, well, this could be someone in the spirit world who is just reminding you of their love for you, that they are looking out for you. All right. Maybe you guys are saying to someone that you love them, or maybe you're being called to say it. Can help people, make sure that you are telling people that you're there for them. This says love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. So you guys could be reflecting a lot on situations and adding love to them. Maybe that's a part of like forgiveness, for example, or it's interesting. All right, you have new love. So some of you are coming across new love. Okay, embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. So this is not just about romantic love. It absolutely is about new love in certain things in your life. So this is good, specifically because we have growth coming up a lot in your reading so far. So it definitely does feel like you are growing as a person, and you have spiritual connection. So this says a relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So if you've not met, okay, actually, whoever you have in mind, this is what they're talking about. So whether that's someone that you have now, or if you're single again, then this could be actually speaking about a potential romantic interest. But for some of you, I'm sensing this is not just romantic. Some of you, this could be family members. This could be friendships. There's something here, kind of you might know what this is already. If I've already said it and it rings true to you, then there is a reason why that person has some significance in your life. All right, let's dive into your reading, my angels. Let's see. For my lovely Sagittarius, I'm just going to pull the cards out first and then we'll dive into it. Theme of the week for Sagittarius. Ace of Swords. Absolutely message in a bottle. Like, this is communication. You have communication coming up this week. Somebody could be reaching out to you. All right. It feels like it's communication going on around you, to be honest. So something's going to give you some clarity. And victory. It's a card of victory too. All right. For Sagittarius, the energy of them this week. How will they be feeling? What energy will they be in? The Hanged One. Let's get one more. The Page of Cups. I am getting an element of feeling taken by surprise. I definitely feel like you guys are dealing with past hurts, by the way, but because we have the Page of Cups and the Hanged One, this is all about seeing something from a different perspective. And this can sometimes be our inner child. So you guys could be healing inner child wounds, or sometimes the Page of Cups can be, again, like a surprising message, something that brings out some emotions. That's the way I read it. And the Hanged One, you are in a position of pausing, which makes sense with the things that we had earlier. You're in a paused position. I'm hearing, do not mistake it for a stagnant one. There's a difference between being stagnant and stuck and choosing to pause to see something differently. All right, I said I wasn't going to explain it yet, but here I am. All right, let's dive into the blockages for this week. The Chariot. So when a moving card is in a blockage position, your movement is being blocked for some reason. And I do feel like there is some sort of clarity that you need to get from whatever situation you're in first before you actually are able to move forward. So this kind of feels like it's necessary. Let's see what your advice is, though. Seven of Cups. That is an element of like getting clear on what you want. 2 sevens in your advice position. Seven of Cups is about confusion. It's about having so many options in front of you, not being certain about what to choose or what to do. Sometimes can be delusion as well, or illusion, should I say, not delusion. Seven of Pentacles as well is an element of, as your advice is to kind of maybe reassess the situation, but also to keep true to it, meaning keep working towards something. Is a Capricorn card, so it is saying like showing up for something, working on something is important. Like just like the imagery here, she's having to keep on watering these plants so that they can grow. You know, if she stops doing what she's doing, it will make a difference. So you're being called to carry on. Just because you can't see results just yet does not mean it's not happening. But for a lot of you, Seven of Cups is your advice. Some of you, I mean, it may be again dealing with emotions because it's a Cups card, and that is why the Hanged One came up with the Page of Cups. Some of you might be needing to deal with some emotions. Let it out. All right, let it out. It's okay to grieve situations, to grieve the past. It's okay to let it go, let it out, to let it go. But it can also be about getting clear on your goal. Some of you may have been working on something and you might be questioning why you're even doing that anymore. You know, what was my purpose? Some of you might need to get back to the purpose or figure out what you want moving forward if it's not what you currently have. Let's clarify the energy for the week. So you have the Ace of Swords. Like I said, it's about truth, it's about clarity, it's about getting clear on something. So again, you could receive a message this week. Let's clarify this energy. King of Swords, absolutely some communication here. King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Some of you could actually be getting a job though. That's quite interesting because we do have the rejection here, but maybe that's what the bittersweet is. It's not only about what you can improve on, but it's protection or it's redirection into something better, because I'm sensing here that there could be a job opportunity for some of you, or an opportunity to grow whatever it is that you're doing. Page of Pentacles is like, I feel like it's a role, but it's about learning something new. It's always about taking the first step into something, being the newbie, being the apprentice. It's the apprentice card in the tarot deck. So it does feel like there is somebody who might actually take you on with something, whether it's a collaboration, or it definitely feels like you and somebody else are having a really important conversation this week that seems to give you some sort of offer. I don't know if you are the King of Swords or you are the King of Pentacles, but regardless, it does feel like maybe there's a financial situation where someone might be able to invest in something, or maybe you're teaching somebody. I don't know exactly what this conversation is. We'll do it like this, but it definitely feels like there is a very important conversation coming on, and it brings in good news. Okay, I'm not sensing anything terrible. I feel like it's something quite nice. Is something very rewarding. By the way, on the bottom of the deck, you have the Sun card. So amazing energy will be coming up for you guys. Right, the Hanged One and the Page of Cups for Sagittarius. The Nine of Wands reversed. Ooh, interesting. The Death card and the Tower with the Nine of Wands reversed. Page of Cups and the Hanged One. I will say, like, with you guys this week, you're really allowing something to tumble. It kind of does feel like some sort of wall, and this goes back to that first chakra that we had earlier about your identities changing. A certain belief that you guys had about yourself is also changing. The Nine of Wands usually is about having this protective barrier, but we have you almost like processing and analyzing your past feelings and emotions and your child, your inner child. I feel like you're letting go of like an armor and entering a more sensitive stage, but not in a bad way. I feel like if you have, again, like, I just feel like this is important, and this is again a good thing, even though it seems destructive and it brings maybe up a lot of different and difficult emotions, but it is going to take you to the other side of actually feeling a lot more confident within yourself and not feeling like you have to protect yourself all the time. Protecting yourself is good, but when it comes down to not being able to trust people, not being able to be open to people, I think that you guys are becoming more soft. Not a bad soft. Like, I just feel like those words are kind of perceived in a negative way, and that's maybe something that maybe you are also kind of learning, that it's okay to be sensitive. It's okay to be emotional at times. It's okay to let your guard down, most importantly, because you have death and rebirth here. So you're definitely changing. This Tower feels like you. This is what you've built up, the person, your identity that you've built up because of potentially hardships from your childhood or whatever it is. you know, you're allowing that to fall, and it feels like you're able to start fresh here and to be able to be reborn, Sagittarius. All right, let's dive into the Chariot. The Knight of Swords again, fast movement. Why is this a blockage though? The Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. This is interesting because this is basically a reflection of the kings here. They're basically the same. And I was actually about to say, it feels like when you have some sort of truth, then you're able to actually move forward here. And what's so interesting is both of these decks are represented by motorbikes. And usually it's like a cart, you know, it's a chariot. So I don't know if motorbikes, you know, they're much quicker. So maybe it's representing the fact that things are going to be moving forward very quickly for you. Or motorbikes could be important for you. I don't know. But this kind of feels like once some sort of conversation is had, then things move forward. Okay? Something gives you clarity to move on, move forward, to chase your dreams, chase your goals, to get clear on what it is that you want. Okay? Maybe it's an opportunity. Maybe it's a collaboration. Okay? Why is the Seven of Cups advice for the Sagittarius this week? The Magician. Get clear what it is that you're trying to manifest here. With the Magician and the Seven of Cups, this is a little bit of a chaotic energy because, again, this represents options and this needs direct focus. To be able to manifest something, we have to be really focused on what it is that we're even manifesting in. Okay, we have to be clear on what it is. Saying I want to be successful is not enough because what is success? The universe doesn't know what that means to you. So you have to really write down on paper, Sagittarius, how much money you want to make monthly, or what kind of business that you want, or the kind of people that you want to work with, or what kind of job it is that you want to have in your life. What does that look like? What does that feel like? What are the things that you get from that? Anything, the kind of partner that you want in your life, you need to get clear on it. Otherwise, you're confusing the universe by saying, I just want an abundance of wealth. Okay, but what is that? Get clear on it. Okay. One thing I will say is that the only thing you shouldn't be clear on and should leave to the universe is a time frame. That will happen and when it needs to. Is how it needs to happen. That's up to the universe and who. Okay. We can't impose on people's free will, and usually we can't specifically manifest directly a specific person. It doesn't work like that. If they are your divine soulmate or they're supposed to be in your life, then of course you'll call them in, but not by saying specifically, I want to marry this person. It just doesn't work like that. So anyway, outside of all of that, get clear on it. Okay, get clear what kind of characteristics does the love interest in your mind have. Okay, how do they treat you? How do you feel when you're around them, when you're visualizing it? Okay, so again, get clear is your advice when it comes down to what you're manifesting. And Seven of Pentacles, I guess, is again putting the work towards it, but let me clarify what that is. Seven again, so sevens are very important for you. 777, Seven of Wands, and the Six of Swords. So Seven of Wands is usually again about not giving up. It's about despite the odds, you will be successful. So it does feel like there's a lot of hard work that you guys are having to deal with at the moment. And again, it feels like things are taking their time. But this is telling me that you're going to be moving towards calmer waters. So things will slowly move forward for you, which is great. And to maybe protect your energy here. If you are in an environment that's kind of testing your patience or whatever, this is saying that there is movement here for you. Things will move forward, okay? And you'll be in a much better place. But keep showing up for yourself, okay? Financially, I do feel like there is some work going on. So you have this work that they're kind of saying. It might not be specifically your career, but it feels like keep showing up. You might not see a lot of result yet financially this week. But I'm seeing something going on in the works here that actually could give you either a new stream of income or again, some new form of money, which is interesting, or a new opportunity to make more, like whether it's commission based, I don't know. I'm almost seeing like something that can turn into something bigger eventually. But anyway, that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I love you guys. I wish you all the best. Please let me know how this reading is for you. Okay, when the week is over, come back here or tell me already if it already resonates with you. Let me know. But I wish you guys all the best for the week, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.